Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Kellyanne Conway absolutely spanks the smug Chris Cuomo on his own show.
Are you open to saying he should not have said what he said?
You're just reading into it like you usually do. You have to read the entire interview. He was talking about how peaceful and gentle many people are who are otherwise tough. He's got the military, the veterans, the bikers, etc. And then he was commending the Democrats for always sticking together. And isn't he right about that? They agree on infanticide, they agree on socialism, somehow they disagree on anti-Semitism, which is odd. But then he is going on to say how they go and investigate. They don't like the result of 2016, they go and investigate it. They don't like something else, they go and investigate it. And what if the Republicans turned around and did that? What if some of his supporters turned around and do that?
That is not even
it's Maxine Waters. Oh, no. Let's review the facts here. Excuse me. Let's review the facts here. It's Maxine Waters, who's now chairman of an important committee in the House.
You
let me finish. Who crazily told people go get up in their faces if you see somebody in the Trump cabinet, you see an official, tell them they're not welcome here.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, he should pick his words more carefully. You're really going to defend it?
No, you know what? Here's what you should pick. Here's what you should pick. You should pick better things to cover respectfully. It's your show, but you invite me on. I work on policy at the White House.
I want to talk to you about the emergency declaration. I thought this would be easy. I thought this would be easy for you.
Nothing is easy for Republicans because when they go on to places like CNN or MSNBC, they are in enemy territory. They are outnumbered to the gills, and they can't even make their points properly because they're getting interrupted every other second. There's nothing easy about going on CNN if you're in the Trump campaign. And Kellyanne Conway is stumbling a little bit, but she is managing to hold her ground very, very well. And what she says next is simply the truth.
Yeah.
To say, look, the president shouldn't have said that the military and bikers and cops may get violent in his defense. Yeah,
he didn't say that.
He said exactly that.
Where did he say that?
He said exactly that. I'll put the quote up.
Where did he say that?
Right here. I have the support of the police.
I can't see the quote. You know that. I'm looking into a blank screen.
I'll read it. I can tell you I have the support of the police.
AC just did like 20 minutes on it, but go ahead.
Well, because it matters, Kellyanne. You can't have a president that threatens if things don't go the way he likes, people could get hurt. Okay? I know he likes to say it about the media. You know what? It changes people's lives.
It's Maxine Waters who did that. It's Maxine Waters who actually did this. Joe Biden said, I'd like to take him behind the building and punch him.
And she got called out for what she said.
Really? Because Joe Biden was the vice president. Called out? Guess what? Some crazy lunatic lady did exactly what Maxine Waters said to do, did to me in a restaurant in Maryland. And you know what? It is crazy that you would defend that you would just
I'm not defending anything. I'm asking you about this, but you know what?
Actual quotes from Maxine Waters, and you have an actual quote from Joe Biden, the Vice President of the United States, who said of Donald Trump, he'd like to take him behind a building and punch him.
I give up.
That's violence.
And you know what? It was juvenile.
You know what? You should. You should give up. He already did, didn't he? He was forced to give up his show because he helped his scumbag brother. He was forced out of CNN because he was losing ratings like crazy. And the things that he was doing behind the scenes was shady as well. And there's a reason that he now has his own show and his own program where he's cleaned up some of his act. But he still hasn't changed the fact that essentially guys like him and Don Lemon are midwits. And what's a midwit? It's someone who is clearly articulate, who can clearly talk to you on camera, like what I'm doing. Ooh, that might be a self-report. But can't think for himself properly. It's weird. We have a nation of educated people who are clearly articulate, have a breadth of knowledge, but they lack the capacity to question that knowledge, to challenge themselves to learn more, and challenge themselves to learn better. Chris Cuomo is a midwit, and Kellyanne Conway is telling him, no, you aren't just wrong, you're lying about it. See, the line that they're talking about here, let me pull that up properly. I can tell you I have the support of the police, the support of the military, the support of bikers for Trump. I have the tough people, but they don't play tough until they go to a certain point, and then it would be very, very bad. This should be in context of Trump is saying he's got people who are tough, who do hard things, who do hard jobs here in America, and they like him. And these people, and he's right, are being pushed to their limits. They are being pushed to their limits. They have been marginalized for years. They have been hated on by media, and it's like living underneath one of these ivory tower liberals and just having the garbage dumped on you from their tower every day, and then they preach to you how you should be a better person. Eventually, we all have our breaking point, and so Trump's right. This isn't a call to violence. So, to recap, Chris Cuomo is a midwit. Kellyanne Conway held her ground and was absolutely brilliant during this whole piece. And, furthermore, Donald Trump is right on this quote. And ultimately, what this means is the media isn't just lying to you. They are manipulating you through half-truths. And that might be triggering to some, but if you want to trigger liberals in your life, go over to my friends at basebuy.shop, link in the description below, and show the world how conservative you really are. Now, back to the media, and this is the last thing I have to say. The media is full of smear merchants. Their job is to get you outraged in order to watch their content. And they'll do this by picking out quotes like this, taking them completely out of context, and then lying to you about what the actual meaning is. For instance, we saw this the other day, the bloodbath comment. That should be the end-all, be-all tell to put the final nail in the coffin in the mainstream media and stop watching them. Stop getting your news from these people. They are lying to you. And they are lying by omission, which is worse than telling half-truths. Because someone who tells half-truths has forgotten where they put it. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment here on PolitiBrawl. Catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until then, y'all have a good one.